going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here, and it is official. The GUI wallet is launching today at the time of releasing this video. So I will have the link down in the description, and if it's not officially released yet, the link won't be there. But I will update it as soon as it is in case there's delays. But I do want to thank IronFish for sponsoring this video and getting the word out that you guys now have an official GUI node wallet. So the first thing we are going to have to do is download this new GUI node wallet. So I do have this downloaded already. So I'm just going to minimize this. We're going to go to the install here. Here's where I downloaded it. And now we're going to come into here. I'm going to close this out. I currently have the CLI wallet going in the background, syncing it up. We're going to go through various things like setting up a new wallet as well as importing current CLI wallets if you already have it, because you must if you're currently mining IronFish. Anyway, so here we are. We're going to start with setting it up for a brand new account. So I'm going to click on the create account here. Account name, I'm just going to name this thing, test video. So I'm just going to go test video here, and then we should have a seed phrase to copy here. And both ways I saved it here, it doesn't seem to be working, so we're going to move to the next step and see if something happens. But right now we can see my seed phrase is all undefined, so I don't know if that's some type of glitch or what's happening yet, but that's where we're at. So I'm just going to minus this. Yes, I saved my recovery phrase, it's still in there, and I'm going to go to next. I'm going to minimize it a little bit here, and now we simply got to wait for the node to kind of do its thing, and then it'll come on board. All right, so we're back at the start here. I did notice something interesting here, so I'm actually going to close this out. It wasn't loading, so I closed it, and I actually shut down my node and it popped up. But then I fired my node right here where I have all my commands, syncing, my status, and so on that I have set up in the CLI wallet. I went back to the node now, and if I double click here, we can see that it's starting up as the default where nothing's there. So I think you have to have your CLI wallet. It's probably running same ports or something. I'm not 100% sure what's going on here. But if we come into here and we actually close out our node wallet, and then we open up the new GUI node app, it should load everything we already have. So bam, there we go. We can see everything is there now. So it automatically detected everything. So we cannot have the CLI wallet actually running when doing this. And we can see our node status is connecting. It's going to connect to the blockchain. The little thing will pop up and say accept to go to the network. I already did all that. But we can see we are now syncing the blockchain on this node wallet here. So things are looking pretty sweet now. In order to set something up, I guess we'll just go to address book here, add contact. No, we don't want that. I'm just looking to see where we would set up a brand new account. So right here, create account. Here you can see we have create account and import account. Import would obviously to bring in other wallets that you may have, but it already imported everything automatically that I had imported off the CLI wallet. You can see I had the GUI wallet here. It imported it all by itself. The node wallet imported all by itself. So it's reading the CLI node on its own, maybe because it already knows where the node's pre-installed in the first place. So, that kind of makes sense here. Again, I don't 100% know, but it had everything loaded by itself. Now, to create a new account, we would simply just go to create account. And now we're going to see here is my seed phrase and everything. So I'm going to actually put in test. Let's see if I can spell that right. Test video. So we're going to do test video here. I am going to copy my seed phrase here. We're going to scroll down. Yes, I saved my recovery address. We're going to go to next. And now we got to pretty much put it all in. So I'm just going to paste it all in here. Bam, all done. Control V action, create account. And now we can see test video is here to mine to my address. All I gotta do is simply copy that, and this would be my new wallet address to mine to. Now I can click on receive and so on stuff. Gonna click on this here. We got our keys, we got our settings. Now I don't want to click on this and give everything away to you guys, but it's a pretty simple wallet to deal with. And you can see everything is straightforward, nice and visually, and nice and friendly to use. All right, so now my wallet is fully in sync. We can see here now the node status is connected. We're not syncing anymore, but we still have to sync up all our accounts. So the node is in sync, totally up to date, but our accounts still aren't up to date. So it's still trying to get all the transactions that happened across each account and everything. And then once this does hit 100%, then you'll have the ability to send and receive coins. But let's kind of run through the sending process here. Example, if I want to send some coins to test video, this is our address. We can confirm that by going in. Here you can see 1729. If I go to the receiving address here, we can see 1729. We can't see the end. You always want to double check, 4, 5, 6 of the first letters, and then the last 4, 5, 6 of the last. And everything in between will most likely be correct. But always double, triple check your addresses here. Now I won't be able to send anything until I actually do this. So if I go into send here, and you can see if I go to here, I want to go to that address, it'll say here, and it said it at the get-go, you cannot send a transaction while your wallet is syncing. So again, the node is still syncing, but the wallet itself is still kind of going through all the transactions that has happened. So once this actually hits 100%, I'm going to take some of these coins and send them to this test video. And then maybe towards the end of the video, I might have a surprise. So while we're waiting for this to sync, let's kind of go through the import section here. So I'm going to come into the test video wallet here. We're going to go into keys, and this is where you can continue to keep going to back it up. So here's the keys for the test video wallet. Now you can export this account or simply copy them all, write all these down so you have them. But we're going to show you how, if you download Windows, hard drive crashes, whatever, once you have these written down, you don't have to worry about any of that, because you go into import accounts here, you can put in your mnemonic here, you can go through a file, which is a JSON, or you can use your encoded key, which is like that command, IronFish space wallet semicolon export, and that will bring you, that big, huge, long key from the CLI wallet, and then you can import it in here. As we already seen though, it automatically imports everything that's been installed on your normal CLI wallet into this. But we're going to go to mnemonic here, name it whatever you want. So, gobbledygooper like so, and then simply paste it in. There we go. And now this would simply import that account that we just have. We already have it here, so we're not going to do it, but this is how you would import your account or restore your wallet address if you reinstall Windows or hard drive crashes or whatever. So I figured we should probably run through that progress, because a lot of you guys in the future will end up having to do that for some reason. Okay, so our node is now fully in sync with the node as well as our wallet. So we're 100% on both sides. And to keep in mind, you're going to need everything fully in sync in order to send your coins around to an exchange or whatever. Also, we saw that, our node was fully in sync, but it was still syncing our wallet. Our wallet will also have to be in sync to see the current amount of coins you have, depending when your last transaction actually was. Example, if you're only 90% in sync, even though your node is in sync, but your wallet doesn't have all the transactions downloaded yet, you're not going to see your total amount of IronFish that you actually have receiving through payouts, or maybe you pulled off an exchange or something. You're not going to see that until you actually sync past the part of the blockchain where you receive that, so that block height. But again, in order to send it, you're going to need to be at 100%. So now we're going to do a test transaction here, and there's a couple ways you can do this. You can simply go into send here, and then you can choose which account you want to go from. It should be easy to pick which one it is based on the naming scheme that you have here. Or you can simply come into your normal accounts here. I'm going to be sending to test video. I'm just going to copy this here, and then we're going to go into our node here, send from this wallet. I'm going to send 1 iron, so I'm simply going to put 1 iron like so. Now we're going to paste this in here with Control V. There we go. And now you can pick your different fees here. So we can go slow, average, fast. It's looking like it's all the same. We're just gonna do a quick fast one here, see what it looks like. Now some exchanges like KuCoin and so on, they require that memo. You would simply put that in right here. But now I'm just gonna send these tokens. So I'm gonna hit the send, go through all this, double check, make sure everything's correct, confirm and send. Transaction is now processing. It's gonna do its thing. Once it's done, being planted on the blockchain and the miners get their fees and all that stuff, we're good. So now we can either view the transaction, view account activity. I'm just simply going to close it out. I'm going to go back into my accounts here. And now we just got to wait a few minutes for everything to be confirmed, and then it will show up in our test wallet. So if I just click on my test wallet, we can see we actually have 1 iron pending. So we can know this transaction actually went through. Down here, we can see the pending transaction coming in on our wallet. I'm just going to go back into the wallet that we sent from. And now you can see pending. We're going to be losing that 1 iron from sending. So pending, this will be our balance once everything's confirmed from this. And here we can see the pending transaction being sent out. So that's everything there. Now we still have to wait for this transaction to go through, and then we'll kind of cut back when it's there. All right, so the transaction went through. It did take about 5 or 6 minutes or so for everything to finish finalizing. We can see because we are set highest to lowest balance, it did push our test video from last to second place here. And we can go in here, we can see received. We're still says pending here, but we do have that 1 iron. So we're going to do something right now. So I'm going to come into here. You guys are probably already working on it from the start or something. But if I come into here, this is the seed phrase. So there's 1 iron hanging out in this wallet. Every wallet has a different seed phrase and private key and so on. So, don't worry, it's safe. You guys can steal this 1 iron. Now, I'm curious who's actually going to get this 1 iron out of the test video wallet. So are you going to take the whole 1 iron and be greedy? I know it's not very much. Or are you going to let other people get some as well? 0.1 for everybody, for 10 people, 0.1, maybe 9 people, minus the transaction fees and so on. But, are you going to take it all, or are you going to save a bit for everyone to get a little bit? It'll be interesting, but let me know down in the comments if you get this. Obviously, I can also come into here and see the transaction that was actually sent out to see if you were actually greedy or not. See, sent. So we're going to see either a 1 iron sent out, or we're going to see a bunch of 0.1s or 0.05s. I leave that totally up to you guys. But again, here is the seed phrase to get into this wallet. And all you got to do is do the steps I did in this video. Copy all these in, write them all down or something. Obviously, you're not going to use this wallet because it's 100% exposed at this point. But simply go into here, go to your account, import the account, pick mnemonic phrase, enter all the seed phrases, name it whatever you want, and you will have access to that 1 iron. So the GUI wallet is officially here. So thank you for checking out this video. I will see you all in the next one. Rabid out.